afternoon, or evening, dudes.
Dudettes. I'm sure everybody's absolutely excited for the release of Resident Evil 7, Biohazard in just 3 more days. I know I am. And I'm sure by now you've all seen the teaser footage they sent everybody too. If you're out of the loop, Capcom actually sent a VCR and a VHS tape to a couple of people. This VHS tape containing footage of a man with a handheld camera saying he was trapped in a house. All of a sudden, a mysterious figure grabs him and drags him off into the night while he's screaming, "Get this tape to!" And this would be where you two noobs' name would be if we actually got a tape. We didn't, but that did inspire us to create the DIY this week. Check out this VHS surprise cake.
To start this week's episode, you will need 1 cup of water, 1 snack pack of applesauce in place of the oil in your cake mix, 1 traditional chocolate cake mix, a whisk, 3 eggs, a bowl, non-stick cooking spray, parchment paper, and a 9x13 pan. Mix your cake mix per directions. Spray your pan, then line with parchment paper. Respray and pour your cake in. Bake this according to your directions and allow to cool. For the yellow fondant, you will need yellow food coloring, powdered sugar, pre-made fondant, a rolling pin, parchment paper, and a cutting board or other surface to roll and knead this on. Add a thin layer of powdered sugar to your surface and knead the fondant, adding color until you reach the shade that you want. To make your worms or maggots, simply roll small pieces of fondant into cylindrical shapes with slightly pointed ends. When your cake is done, trim the edges using the ruler as your guide. Measure to the halfway point in the cake and cut it. Take one of these pieces and measure 1 inch in around the whole perimeter of the cake, making marks as you go so that you can keep the spacing. Connect your lines and cut the middle out. Crumb coat and stack your cakes, then allow to chill until it's very cold. This will make it easier to apply your final layer of icing. Using the same yellow tinted fondant, you will create a rectangle for your label and 2 circles for the real part. You can use the same method to dye your black fondant as you did for the yellow. To make these circles look like they have tape on them, I simply brush black food coloring on with a very stiff, dried brush. I used a food safe marker to write the label and started at the end of the words to keep the correct spacing. To make your filling, simply crush enough Oreos to fill your hole about 2/3 of the way full. That way you have enough room left to add in your worms or maggots. This crumb filling, then add some of your maggots. Add the rest of the filling and top it off with some more maggots. I added some lines to make them look a little more realistic. Roll your black fondant out and carefully cover the whole cake. Cut any excess and finesse the shape until you are happy. Distress your label by simply cutting or tearing at the front. Use a little icing or piping gel to adhere the decor, and finally mix some red and green food coloring with a little bit of water to make a rusty blood color. You can use this to either brush or splatter onto your label to make it look more.
Alright, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of U2 News. We really hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you're as excited as we are for the release of Resident Evil 7 in just 3 days, January the 24th. And if you did enjoy this video, remember to nail that like button, hammer that subscribe button, smash that follow button, and if you've got some time, maybe give it an upvote.
Be back next week for the next video.
Video.